Welcome back. Beef Sticks Adventures continue. Last time we went into the Salty Mast brothel, found the dead kid's dad, tried to reason with him, but he was more intent on drowning his sorrows at the bar. Talked to the mistress of the brothel. She told us, there are thugs assaulting her, both her workers and her clientele. She'd be quite happy if we put an end to that. In fact, I don't know if it's related, but I did run into some thugs on the street that accosted me, foolishly of them, and they paid the ultimate price. I went back to Ada's house. I told her about her kid. She was devastated. I told her the whole truth. She was devastated, but I wasn't going to give her some candy-coated story. I'm playing this character honest. Can I get any more honesty points? No? Let's see what we got. I got 2 benevolent, 1 clever, 2 stoic, 1 diplomatic, 1 passionate, 1 rational, 1 honest. I'm an ally in Defiance Bay now. Neutral of the Knights, ally of the Dozens, troublemaker for House Dumino. Yeah. That came from telling Lord What's-His-Name that I foiled a plot to steal a jewel from him. That was apparently concocted by one of the members of House Dumino. So anyway, we're going to explore the remainder of Andra's gift today. So, I guess the next place to visit is this here abandoned house.
Sure.
Did get a little scraped up in the last fight, but nothing too serious. What's this? Refugee. We weren't even at the door when we heard the wailing. Turned and ran without looking back. I heard about that. Oh, I didn't read quick enough. Alright, let's check in this abandoned house. More addicts, maybe? Can we get some thugs? Addicts? Nobody? Camping supplies. Can't take them because 2's my max, I believe. Yeah. Alright, well, if I need more camping supplies, I'll come back here. If I remember. There's a lot of weapons in this abandoned house. Can't I take all these swords and sell them off or something? Are they rusted? They don't look rusted. Alright, well. Scroll of Jolting Touch. And money. I like money. So it seems this abandoned house is really abandoned. What was going on in here? Is this an interrogation / torture chamber? The rope coiled around the chair feels painfully scratchy. Yikes. Some tools. Alright. The water in the pail is murky with blood. Yeah, some unpleasant things went on in that room. I don't even want to know who this used to belong to. We'll make our way around and towards this ramshackle house. failing trading company, and then down these docks and to the lighthouse. And to adventure! Maybe. Quarzinian. You see a body on a bench, a team of mages and healers buzzing around the room, shouting instructions and incantations. A pulsating crystalline device lies in the body's chest cavity, steaming slightly in the magically cooled room. The healers stitch the skin as priests murmur healing charms. Finally it is done. The body is again home. The mages gather for final enchantment as the others watch, a complicated ritual that has them sweating rivulets. A hush falls over the room as the body shudders, electricity arcing from side to side, eyes fluttering open. For a moment, he's there, but something is wrong. He goes to scream, and he's gone. The room is silent as they trail out, overcome, but something stays, not quite tangible, and shouts wordlessly as it sees its own body for the first time. Some Frankenstein stuff going on right here. Anything over here? Got some garlic hanging? Or are those wind chimes? Maybe those are wind chimes. Thugs. Hey thugs, how you thuggin'? Bragging. Thug. Okay. Well, I tell you what. Let's be smart about this. Endurance here, because this could get messy.
Huh?
So.
No problem.
Beef stick here. Get there here.
How may I help?
Of back here.
Yes, as you say.
Alright. Now we'll talk to Braggin. Just in case this turns into a fight, I want to have my meat shields up front. I got as much right to stand here as the guys going into that whorehouse. They don't like what I got to say, they can go someplace else. Oh, that's the guy that killed the boy. Show him the dagger you found on Darren. This belonged to you? That's mine, alright, and no one touches my dagger and lives. No, I'm not gonna let him walk away. So it's fight, or tell him to give me money for the dagger. No, this guy's dying. You killed a little kid. And you were trying to do something pretty horrible to a prostitute. I'm going to go with rape, but, you know, wasn't specified. Yep, well, let's see a try. Alright. Each stick. Melee. Should have done that beforehand.
Hey.
Melee. There. And there. Knock this dumbass over. Itumak. Go after this guy.
On your word.
Shoot the mage.
I'm here.
Shoot the mage.
Hi?
Shoot the mage. And shoot the mage. Bam! How you like them apples? Wow, he's almost dead. Cool. The mage shielded himself, but he's almost dead. Alright. Whoa, White Hair's pretty hurt.
What?
Alright, let's get Durance up here. Get some Radiance going. Alof, ooh, a Fireball would be very nice. What the hell? That's gonna pretty much wipe those guys out. See ya! Wow, that didn't even touch the mage. Oh, his shield, huh? Beefstick got knocked down. It's alright. Get Durance to move over here. No, not Alof. Damn it. Durance, move over here. And lay down a healing circle.
Aye?
Point the way.
Yes?
Keep firing at this dumbass. We gotta get through his shield, and he's gonna drop. Bragan's almost dead. Good, I got this under control now.
Huh? Yes?
Get Durance just a little closer to make sure. I believe Beefstick. Yeah, Beefstick is in the healing circle. Never mind. You're fine where you are, Durance.
What?
Just move you right there. Everything else is going according to...
Huh?
There goes Bragan. That's it now. This guy's... You're all by your lonesome, buddy. Are you reloading a pistol? Really?
Got him!
There are all these dudes right in your face and you're reloading a pistol? For reals?
Hey.
Point the way.
Waterlogged Grimoire. Another one for off. Oh, I gotta still look at the other one I got. Ah, fine leather armor. Alright, let's... That's Durance for now, and we'll take a look at it. I think everything else is going in the stash. Let's check out these Grimoires. Keep forgetting to do that. Stuff spells I haven't gotten from here. We have here, Crackling Bolt, Mirrored Image, Rolling Flame, Eldritch Aim, Jolted Touch, Spirit Shield. Infuse with Vital Essence, Max Endurance, Max Health. Noxious Burst. Let's learn that. We have here Miasma Dull-Mindedness. That's a good one for before battle. Now let's get Crackling Bolt. Yeah, I'll learn mirrored image. Could be useful. That's enough learning for now. I think I just used up a lot of gold, copper. Let's see if I want to edit my current grimoire at all. This isn't the one. I'm using this one, aren't I? Yeah. No, not this one. Which grimoire am I using right? Oh, of course it's not shown here because he's got it on him. Yeah. He's using Ludrana's. Image. I don't think I can add another third level spell, can I? I think I need to wait another level, but maybe. We'll see. No, I can. Cool. First level spells. Alright. We'll roll with that for now. Now, let's look at this leather armor. Well, it's better protection, but doesn't have the area of effect multiplier that Alof's leather armor has. Compared to what Sagani's wearing. Better protection by 1. Okay. Compared to what Durance is wearing. Not much better protection, but the speed recovery is significant. Still, though, him staying alive is kind of a big deal. It's Kana's got on Brigandine. He's good to go for now. Yeah, I think I'll put this on Durance. I like the idea of him having higher survivability.
Point the way.
Back to Miss already. Cool.
Right.
What do we have here? Brian Walker and Vril. You see a young man contort, screaming, strapped to a wooden table. Above him, a machine crackles, tiny strikes of lightning caressing his emaciated frame. A trio of mages chant around him, eyes white, hands lifted in benediction of their agonized victim. It goes on for more time than you could say before the screams stop, replaced by a hoarse, stabbing sobs and silence. A silver-haired woman enters, kissing him on the forehead, motherly hands soothing, cajoling. He quiets, unable to speak for screaming, and waits for a death he'll never see. Well... You see a dark, foreboding room, heavy with incense smoke. Two figures stand in the center of the room, performing some sort of ritual with slow, exact, deliberate motions. So many of these memories are rituals. People just get crazy with rituals up in these parts. This man follows along with the actions of an older man, and it becomes obvious the older man is teaching the younger one how to perform the ritual. He calls out steps, corrects imperfections, and berates the young man when he missteps. Watching the younger man's motions, you notice he seems to be intentionally making mistakes, but what he hopes to accomplish with this, you can't discern. As the ritual continues, the master becomes more irritated with the young man. He walks over, leans in, and begins chastising him eye to eye. This appears to be what the young man was waiting for. The young man takes advantage of his master's distraction. Dropping the sensor he is holding, he locks eyes with the older man, completely focused on his target. A wisp of energy leaps from the younger eyes to the older, and the master stands up, eyes now milky white, rocking unsteadily on his feet. The young man never breaks his gaze on the older, slowly circling him, almost seeming disappointed. He stops, toe to toe, and looks disdainfully into the blank eyes. "Is that it?" he whispers, staring his master down like a snake. "How did I ever think you had anything to offer me?" He blinks and twists his head to the side, turning heel and striding from the room. Bright blue mist flows from the master's eyes and mouth, wrapping sinuous tendrils around his body. It slides across his arms, working its way to his abdomen, down over his legs. The mist speeds up, moving faster as it circles the master's body, glowing brighter as it does. The speed increases until it no longer looks like mist, but a shimmering cocoon surrounding the old man's body. A faint humming buzz emanates from the mist, growing louder and more forceful by the second. The young man stops in the doorway, looking back at the older man, only a mild interest in his eyes. With a whoosh, the air around the master ignites, starting him on fire. The smell of his own burning flesh breaks him from his reverie, and screams erupt from his lungs. The young man turns around again, unmoved, and walks away, leaving no one to hear his master's dying cry. Well then, let's just move on. If I never see those two individuals again, it'll be too soon. I can't open this. This is the ramshackle house. That was just a random house I entered. Alright. RPGs.
God's damn that son of a girl.
The angry woman clenches her jaw and stares out toward the harbor with glimmering golden eyes. Eventually, sensing your presence, she turns her feather head towards you. Want to run a down on its luck Valiant Trading Company? If you have more than half a brain, you could really do something with it. She clenches her jaw and continues quietly. As long as you're willing to clean up a few bloodstains. What's going on exactly? Exactly? If I knew that, I'd be in a better mood. The only thing I know exactly is that Mr. Verzano is determined to wind up in a grave before the season turns. The woman looks back at the warehouse for a moment and grimaces. After a slight nod in your direction, she storms off. Alien Trading Company. Let's go in here before going in the ramshackle house. Welcome to the Valiant Trading Company.
How do you do?
A young woman stands behind the counter watching you with quick, intelligent eyes. Welcome. This is your first visit to the Valiant Trading Company, is it not? Please let me know how I can assist you. Her tone is both professional and inquisitive. What is this place? The Valian Trading Company is an association of merchants from the Valian republics. We oversee trade deals and negotiations on behalf of our merchants. She gestures towards the door on her right. This is our warehouse, where we store goods in transit. You have more business to discuss? Who are you, Liana? I'm the assistant manager of this warehouse. Currently, I help Verzano run things, but I'll take over when he retires, or when the company bosses back home decide it's time for new management. She rolls her eyes. Alright. Nice talking to you there, Liana. Bundled navigational charts and nautical maps. Esteemed Mr. Verzano, while your ambitions would dignify any son of the republics, your methods do not. The dukes have asked once that you see to the business interests of all the republics. They are not given to ask it twice. Vincent Agosti. A shipping manifest listing the cargo of the Principad Messimena. 400 shark skins from Rawatai, 20 bales of blackwood from the Living Lands, and 6 dozen barrels of Eder ale. Operators, keep those crates moving. I apologize for the horrible Italian accent going. I don't know why I feel like speaking Italian for Valian Republics, but it is what it is. Grunt work isn't glamorous, but I'm working my way up the food chain. Just look that you don't get eaten on the way up. Is that it? I can exit this way, I guess. Alright, well, that's that, I guess. Cartugo.
How do you do?
Come, take a look at my wares. Exotic goods shipped straight from the Republics and Old Valia. Oh, let's see them. Rot finger gloves. Grants touch of rot. Grants spreading plague. These gloves were worn by a healer in Old Valia who lived in a village stricken by a terrible plague. While most fled, he stayed behind, restoring the few he could and easing the suffering of those he could not. In time, the disease spread to him, melting the flesh off his face and raising boils on his arms, but leaving his hands, eyes, and mental faculties untouched. His exposure to illness had inoculated him against its most pernicious effect, leaving him disfigured but capable. Ring of Wonder. +1 Constitution, +1 Might, +1 Resolve. That is pretty damn good. The Druidic Order of the Ovates of the Golden Grove believed that the Ring of Wonder is the sapling of one of the great trees that surrounds Ter Evron in Twin Elms. One day, they say it'll grow into an even mightier tree, root-like fibers twined together, sprouting from a shining green bud. The ring adjusts to the finger of the wearer, but removing it can be a painful experience as the roots bond to flesh. Grants second chance. That's a pretty good ring, even if it does bond to your skin. Belt of the Stelgaer. Slower prone duration, while endurance below 50%, +2 dexterity. Commissioned by a wealthy nobleman in New Haomar, this leather belt has been dyed to resemble the felines for which it is named. Much taken by accounts of the fearsome beasts, the eccentric nobleman gathered pelts and hunting trophies, though had never seen any of the creatures in person. When commissioning this belt, the nobleman insisted upon an enchantment which would grant him the Stelgaer's grace and poise. Despite the mundane origins, the enchantment proved very effective. While the belt won't guarantee that the wearer will land on their feet after a fall, it will see them back in the fighting stance more quickly. Amulet of Jokate. +2 resolve. This amulet was taken from the ruins of Air Glanthaf by Imperial agents in 2664 AI. Attempting to shatter the new and fragile peace between Gref Admeth Hadret and the Glanthathans, they found themselves in possession of numerous powerful and mysterious artifacts. Adirran wizards and animancers took a particular interest in this piece, particularly when an Imperial Watcher claimed to see the souls of the forest of the Durwood within it. However, when one of the wizards studying the amulet was driven mad, research ground to a halt. The artifact changed hands, and it was believed to have been stolen back by a Glanthathan rogue. The teardrop-shaped amulet hangs from a silver rope. It bears an image of a cardinal in flight on the front of the runic engravings on the front and runic engravings on the back. Wearing it produces a strange vibration that is felt rather than heard, as if something in the amulet resounds within the wearer's very soul. Cloak of the Tireless Defender. Only usable by fighter. Increased constant recovery. Modifies constant recovery. The most famous battle of the Saints' War, other than the one that took place at Halgot Citadel, was the sack of Mercy Vale. While the main force of St. Waidwin's army marched on the Durwood from the north, 2 brigades approaching from the east, reaching Cold Morn from a pass through the White March. The villagers of Cold Morn allowed the Reitserents to continue unopposed, an act of cowardice that still draws curses from the Durwoods today. The soldiers headed north, planning to join the rest of the army at New Yarma. The villagers at Mercy Vale had little warning and no time to prepare, but they fought to hold the Reitserents back as long as they could. Though the town was burned to the ground after a few days of fighting, the delay allowed the villages and tribes on the way to New Yarma to organize successful guerrilla campaigns. It's widely believed that the battle at Mercy Vale, as well as the many skirmishes in the wilds, kept the Reitserents from reaching Halgot Citadel before the Godhammer was in place. When survivors and family members eventually returned to see what was left of Mercy Vale, this cloak was one of the only items that had escaped the flames. Completely undamaged, it draped the corpse of a warrior who'd fallen in the middle of town. The body so covered in wounds that identification was impossible. That's a cool cloak. That would be useful for my main man Eder. Doesn't say exactly how it increases his constant recovery, but it does. And that's always good. Not too expensive either. Brishelgwyn Mindmaker. Only usable by Cypher. Soul Whip bonus times 1.1 focus gain. The Brishelgwyn, or Mind Hunters, were known throughout Air Glanthap centuries before Adirran and Valian animancers introduced formal scholarship on ciphers to the continent. They were respected and feared for their abilities to perceive soul connections. When Adirran colonists first settled in the Durwood, they quickly aroused the ire of the Glanthathan neighbors by trespassing, sometimes accidentally and sometimes intentionally, on Gwithan ruins. An Orlan of the three-tusked Stalgare tribe, a mute but preternaturally gifted cipher, used her abilities to monitor the border ruins and track the colonists who encroached upon them. To aid in her investigations, the Anumfath of Three-Tusked Stalgare gave her this amulet, thought to be a relic of the Ingwithans themselves. The public gift of such a revered artifact was a political move as well as a practical one, as it galvanized Glanthathan resistance to the settlers, particularly within Three-Tusked Stalgare. It was lost, however, when the cipher was killed in a raid on a farming settlement. Windstrike Belt. Modifies Wild Strike belt. Modifiers Wild Strike Burn, Wild Strike Corrode, Wild Strike Freeze, and Wild Strike Shock. Seeking to augment the power he wielded even while in the skin of a bear, one ancient druid crafted this belt, which taps into the power of a druid's spirit shift to put added force behind each of the druid's strikes. The belt is enchanted to accommodate whatever form the wearer takes, allowing those in more feral shapes to enjoy the benefits of the belt's magic. Whoa! Vithrak brain. The large gelatinous brain of a Vithrak. Though the Vithrak are known to possess impressive powers of the mind, there's no obvious source for said power on the brain's wrinkled surface. Oh, Beagle Dog. Calico Cat. Aww. Aw, that is such a cute kitty. Ogre Blood. What can we sell here? So that gives me 2,150. How much do I have until this is finished? 23 hours. That's plenty of time. What is Adair wearing now? He's got the spell defense bonus necklace. I could easily give that to somebody else, and it'll be useful for anyone. And that cloak would be damn good for him. I think I'm going to buy that.
Hello.
Let me sell this dagger off too. And this robe. So, put that there. Now, who to give this, well, he's not wearing anything around his neck. Seems the easiest way to go. Give him some spell defense. Be useful for him. He does a bunch of buffing and then, yeah, what the hell. Alright. We'll roll like that for now. Now let's go check out this ramshackle house. Okay. Let's be smart about this.
All right, then.
Aphra wears a defiant expression and a sturdy yet battered suit of armor. She seems to bear each scratch and ding with pride. You don't look like one of the knights. Can I help you with something? Ah, these are the thugs attacking the Salty Mast, huh? I'm here to talk about the trouble at the Salty Mast. Ordinary Kif are angry, as they should be with that crooked Almoa toadying up to the nobles, she sneers. She's using the tragedy of Waidwin's legacy to line her pockets. She's no better than the Aduran overlords we drove out 200 years ago. People around here say you've got a good heart. Maya has made it so only the rich can afford her establishment, yet she sits in the poorest district of Defiance Bay. How's that right? We've taken matters into our own hands, but she's the real criminal here. Why don't you tell her to back down? And that's an excuse to go robbing and beating up people and possibly raping them? No, I'm not with you. I'm with Maya. This violence has to stop. Aphra looks at her companions. I'm sorry you see it that way.
Brave Dalfilathilim.
Looks like a rogue. I don't see that any of these are he could be a spellcaster.
Hey.
Alright, beefstick. Why don't you take this chump down? Itomac. Go after her. Wounding shot on her.
What? Following your lead.
How may I help?
Point the way.
Lay down some radiance.
Hey.
Go into defense mode.
Hi?
Let's confuse some of these dumbasses. Good.
What?
Ah, no more healing circles, huh? Well, I can do a circle of protection. We'll base it around Sagani. She's the most central of the characters. Haha, sweet! Got almost all of them.
Hey.
Good, that'll give me a chance to take these chumps out.
I'm here.
Hi?
And he's got a straight shot at her. That's perfect.
Following your lead.
Bam! Nice. Alright. Alright, Sagani's hurt. Lay down a minor heal on her. Yay, I can now target the actual portrait. Whee! I fixed that in the patch, which is awesome. About damn time. Alright. That's fine. We're all ganged up on this guy. That's fine. Finish him off. See, Alof.
Yes?
Let's have you cast another one of those. Oh, he's got to finish casting that one. There we go. Bam. We'll switch Durance over to melee. Bash this thug right here. Here comes Aphra. Cool, this thug's almost dead. This thug's about to die. Oh, if this works out perfect, I might hit her on the way to this. Oh, that would be great. Didn't quite work out that way, but that's okay.
Hey.
Alright. Knock her ass down, or at least give it a shot.
What?
Huh?
Yeah?
Sweet.
Following your lead.
Let's get a stun on her.
Sacre tu!
There you go. How you like that?
Yes?
Introduce this guy to some grimoire. He's almost done. He's almost done. She's injured. Introduce him to some more grimoire. Bam. Alright, that guy's gonna drop any moment.
Huh?
Scani's hurt, but that guy's gonna drop in a second, so that's fine. Nah, this is under control. I don't think I need to do anything else. There we go. You may be well armored, lady, but you're surrounded. There you go. Mercy! Aphra staggers back, barely on her feet. Please! Well, I only get one choice. I'm finishing you now. That was pretty merciless of me, but then again, her thugs were pretty much just roughing up people. Ain't no excuse for what they were doing. Alright, good stuff to sell off. Ooh, plate armor. Oh, very nice. I might have my man, Ed wear that. It'll slow him down, but at the same time... What else we got? Good bit of money.
Ready, Watcher.
Take some spirits. Cocoa. Someone stashed a few Sooty playing cards under the bed. This has much better damage resistance, but his has the bonus against Pierce, which this will actually still be better. Grants second chance. I might just put on Beefstick. Same recovery penalty, and just straight up better armor. In most ways. There's much less speed recovery. No, not in him. Just makes more sense for Eder to have that. As a fighter. What exactly does second chance do? Doesn't say anything about it in here. Alright, well, I may change it in the future. Alright. Time to vacate the premises, I think. Alright.
Got it.
So I'll definitely need to pay a visit to Maia
Hey.
and tell her I did the deed. But before
I'm here.
that,
What?
let's check out this lighthouse.
Following your lead.
Nia, talk
Hey,
to
old
me.
traveler.
As you approach, she eagerly turns to you. You interested in doing some construction work? Her clothes are simple, but nicer than most you've seen in Andra's gift. Pays good money. I take it you're having trouble finding workers? Workers who aren't superstitious cowards anyway. She shakes her head. I offer good coin, but as soon as I tell them about the job, they say an oath to the Lady of Lament and spit over the dock. They all think the lighthouse is haunted, ever since the floods of Andra's gift. Echoes of the war. The floods certainly claimed enough souls to pack a lighthouse full to bursting. Andra's gift was flooded? Back at the end of the War of Defiance, it was one of the finishing blows to the Aduran military. It cost us a lot, though. The whole district was supposed to be evacuated, but not everyone left in time. The Adurans put anyone they found to the sword. The lucky ones who escaped the slaughter drowned hours later when Hadrit's forces broke the dams. Locals say the lighthouse keeper was one of the people who stayed behind, and one of the last to die. She shrugs. I don't know why that makes the lighthouse any more haunted than the rest of the gift, but there you have it. Have you gone inside? Who, me? She laughs nervously. Not exactly. See, my health is rather delicate, and all that dust... She sighs. All right. When I saw two Amoa deckhands running as fast as they could down the pier, I lost my nerve too. I could take a look. Good. About time someone put an end to this foolishness. She rummages in her pocket and pulls out a skeleton key. As she hands it to you, she hesitates. Just be careful. Not that I believe the ghost stories, but it is an old building, so watch your step. I have some questions. What do you want to know? Do you know what might be inside the lighthouse? If only. Nia shrugs. It's been uninhabited since they flooded Andra's gift. What are you building? An inn, allegedly. She brushes a single loose strand of her bun behind her ear. The gift needs a spot with a little more class than the salty mast. This district has been in the dumps since the War of Defiance. It seemed ready for some fresh development. So imagine my excitement when I find this place, 3 floors tall and right on the water, for sale at a reasonable price. The seller suggested that there were other interested buyers, so I closed the deal before I'd taken the time to really look into it. Stupid, she shakes her head. Being from New Haomar, I knew about the floods, but I didn't know about the superstitions surrounding the lighthouse, and the seller was long gone by the time I found out. At this point, it'd be a miracle from the Lady of Lament herself if I make my investment back. Tell me about the flooding of Andra's gift. Hadra ordered it near the end of the War of Defiance. It was one of the finishing blows to the Adern military. Oh, I know about this. You're not from Defiance Bay, are you? She laughs bitterly. What gave it away? The accent or the fact that I was the dupe who paid good coin for this place? I'm from New Haomar on the northern coast. It's smaller than Defiance Bay, so I came here hoping for some fresh opportunities and maybe the chance to do a little good in this neighborhood. Alright, well, yeah, I could take a look at it for you.
Sure.
Nia's got her work cut out for her.
Alright. Aye, that is a big lighthouse. Hot diggity. And that is where we shall go next time.